Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah. You already know that because my name is somewhere down there. I spent 5 years in the multi-level marketing industry. I was gaslit, I was lied to, I was manipulated, and now I'm here so that you don't make the same mistakes I did. Let's get started. Hello, hi, how was your week? How was my week? Well, I'm a millennial and the new season of Love is Blind is out, so I am living my best life vicariously through these crazy people, and I could not be more overjoyed. And for my long-term relationship girlies out there, I think I almost have Chris hooked on it too, which is like the icing on the cake. If you are in a long-term relationship with a man or woman and they are not into the same shows as you, once they start like your shows and they start asking questions, I was like we saw the first meetup. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but we saw the first meetup after they got engaged in the pods, and Chris was like, "Oh, I love them together," and I was like, "Oh, what?" I'm like, "You what? You what? You love them together?" So now I can't watch it without him because he wants to know what's happening. So it's a double-edged sword, because what should have been my binge night, because I'm kid-free and Chris-free on Fridays, now I have to find something else to watch because he wants to watch Love is Blind with me. So, you know, it happens. Anyway, guess what your girl got access to? The Monat monthly training call from corporate. I am on the list, honey. I am on the list. I need a Monat hat. I feel like my hair should be up. Like, I feel like I should be like an incognito Monat girly. I should put my hair up in a bun and wear a hat. That is like, usually you can tell when someone's in Monat if they're like completely hiding their hair. No shade, but a little shade. We are going to watch this team call, training call, corporate call, whatever you want to call it, exclusive Zoom that I have hacked my way into because I am a secret Monat girly and you guys just didn't know it. You didn't know that I was living that Monat life. As a reminder, I am not a doctor. I am not a lawyer. I am also not going to tell you that getting sores on your scalp is detoxing. But absolutely everything in these videos are my opinion and solely my opinion based off of information that I have obtained myself, obtained from somebody who has first-person experience or saw on the interwebs, okay? I do, however, feel like I have some sort of experience in this because I had so many years within the multi-level marketing realm, universe, Middle Earth, whatever you want to call it. And I am well versed in the ways that they tend to manipulate and word things and the tactics that they use to keep people stuck in these, in my opinion, corporate cults. With that being said, I have my iced coffee. I also need to paint my nails, and this video is like 45 minutes long. So when you're a mom and you work 50 hours a week, if you have downtime where you're sitting for longer than 15 minutes, you gotta find something to do, okay? So I absolutely have to paint my nails today. They are looking rough, and if my nails are not painted, I will go to town on my cuticles, and it is not cute and not pretty, and I'm really hoping that Chris will propose in the next couple of months, and I cannot have my cuticles looking this bad. Okay, we're trying to take really good ring selfies, so I got to get my cuticles under control, and this ain't it right now. We're gonna watch Ray Arnetta spew some BS. Can we get under control, please? The cats are already acting out. We are gonna watch Ray Arnetta spew some BS. And if you are not familiar with Monat, it is a multi-level marketing company that sells primarily hair care, but I believe they are hacking into the skincare industry as well. They have been around a hot minute, and I personally would consider them one of the cultiest MLMs MLMs out there just because of their culture is super toxic, and they just tend to be like a bunch of haters, and it's super, super scary and scares the actual crap out of me. It's like Mean Girls, but there's a cash incentive. So yikes, literally my nightmare. Let's take a look, see what's up. I am going to say, I have not watched this video. If we watch this video and it is just boring as all get out, or it's just information that doesn't effing matter, I'm probably gonna cut it out. So if there are cuts in here, and I don't know if there will be, because like I said, I'm watching this for the first time, so this is like future Sarah anticipating there might be cuts. If there is, that's exactly what it is. I would never cut out anything important. I would never cut out anything intricate to the integrity of the company, but I am going to cut out shit that's ridiculously boring, because that is not what we're here for. So with that being said, let's watch this video. I'm going to paint these little thingies here, drink my iced coffee, and we will get on with our night. Okay? Okay.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Hope everybody's doing great. I see everybody's joining from all over North America, all over Australia. Perth, Canada, Maine. Well, happy beginning of the month. We're in February already. So January is over, the first month of the year. And I have to say, I feel we unleashed the power of this community. Like, we are out there, oh my God. We just finished the tour, but not only the tour, the call this last weekend, to see the whole community engaged and activated. I was telling my team, that I haven't seen this level of excitement, of positive energy. And I know we always say that because we live in this beautiful, I always say we live in this beautiful bubble of positivism that, by the way, people crave and people need. And you know it. Think about when you were not in Monat. Think about how things were so different. And that's what people is looking for. I mean, to see people saying thank you for this community, not only for the financial benefits, but for the community, it's incredible. And we're always in the mood of good vibe, right? High level of faith. But I have to say right now, the energy, I don't know if you guys feel it, it's just different. I haven't felt this in the last maybe 3-4 years. And I don't know, maybe I'm in a hype because Karen and I just came back from the tour, and being around so many amazing people. I just did a post, and I say, remind us why we do Monat, right? We do Monat because of you, because of the people, because of the stories, because of the dreamers, because of the visionaries. And thank you for the energy. We appreciate so much the love. I mean, we get the privilege to lead this company along with my family, and to get that appreciation. It means so much. It makes us humble, but make us to want to be better, right? People say, how do you do that? It's like, listen, why do we do these amazing promotions all the time? Why do we fight and look for and push and invest in bringing the best products with the best technologies? By the way, we're ready for Monation Vegas. It's going to be amazing. Why do we go out there and do a tour? Why do we launch amazing trips? Congratulations to everybody who qualified for passport. We have a little bit of above the number that we expected. Still working the final numbers, but congratulations to those that already qualified. And congratulations if you have somebody in your team that qualified, because that means a lot too. Why do we do this? And everything is around an amazing compensation plan, right? The best compensation plan in the industry that rewards the right behavior, that brings sustainability, a compensation plan that fosters leadership, compensation plan that have created over 100 millionaires, 107, I think is the latest number, over 1,200, 100K club members. We have, once again, I lost track, 900 cars out there in the road. It's so cool to go to the events. And so we went to the event.
I'm going to stop you right there, Ray. Let's not get confused with millionaires and someone who has made $1 million. And I know other anti-MLMers have touched base on this, but I just want to make sure that we are very clear on what he is saying and what he is trying to portray and what the truth is. Millionaires are somebody who usually generates $1 million or more yearly and is worth that much, not someone who has made $1 million one time. Because if we're considering that, I'm a millionaire. A lot of you guys are probably millionaires. If you do the math and you've been working for over 20 years, a lot of us are millionaires according to these Monat people, which is absolutely not true. Are there people who have made $1 million? Yes. Are they millionaires? No. And then second thing, when you earn a car bonus, they are paying you cash for a lease that is signed in your name. Monat did not sign the lease. Monat did not purchase the vehicle for you. You purchase the vehicle, you put your name on the lease, and if you hit qualifications every single month, then you earn the car bonus and you put it towards your car. They do not hand you a car. That's all on you. If you do not hit the bonus, you are paying for that car. Monat is not paying for that car. Monat is not taking that car back if you do not hit the bonus. You are paying for that car, period. Do not even get me started on the trips. So when you earn an incentive trip through a multi-level marketing company, it is not free. You have to pay it back with taxes. So when I was in my previous multi-level marketing company that claims they're not a multi-level marketing company, but they have all the attributes of being one, yikes. When we earned our incentive trip to Cancun, I had to pay the taxes for absolutely everything that was on that trip. So the flight, all the goodies that they gave us, all of that stuff was wrapped into my 1099 document. So when I went to go file for taxes that year, I had to claim that as income. So it's not a free trip. You are going to be paying for it some way, somehow.
So the driver is looking for like right there where the white Cadillacs are. It's like it's our point of reference when we're looking for the location of the different cities and events. Why do we do this? Because of you. Because we care about our people. Because we want you to be successful. But we cannot do it ourselves. You need to be out there. You need to be there consistently, and you know that. And you will hear about this in every motivational book, and you will hear it from any people that or person that you know that have been successful. Consistency is the key. Only 1% of the people, 2% of the people is actually consistent. Nobody is consistent. You need consistency. You need to be out there doing the day-to-day simple things. So we were out there in the tour, and it was inspiration. It was spending time together, but it was also training. We heard from amazing speakers. Thank you to everybody who spoke in one of the Unleash events, because it was like one few speakers was better than the next. It was incredible. And then we had Daniel G. And I don't know if you were at the event, maybe press 1 if you were at one of the Unleash events, and tell us what you think. A lot of people. Yeah, tell us what you think about the speakers, about the field speakers. Oh, look at that. See? Because you show up during the call, you were in the event. Amazing. So Daniel G came, right? And we love his energy. I love how he speaks like it is. He asked me for permission, by the way. He said, Ray, do you think it's okay if I go all in? Is it okay if I'm very direct? Just yes. Because I know you said it in a nice way, but in a very raw way that people want to hear. And the fact that he says, we have to go there. We have to talk to people. You have to be obsessed. I love the analogy of if you go into a Starbucks and you're not thinking hair, if you're not thinking all this could be my prospects, you're not obsessed enough. If you're not talking to somebody and thinking about, she could have better skin, or that person could have better hair. If you're not thinking about that all the time, you're not obsessed. And you have to be obsessed to be successful in any business. I don't know, why don't you share, I see a lot of people that went there, share one lesson that you got from Daniel G. Obsessed with chairs. Yes, obsessed with chairs. Be obsessed with chairs. Yeah. I mean, right here, why the shares? Because people that didn't have the opportunity to come, talk to everyone. Why shares? Crazy eye. I like the crazy eye. You have everything is the eyes, right? And I like that too. You have to be a little crazy. You have to be a little crazy. You know that I also had the opportunity to tell my story uh, and how I grew up around direct sales, right? Like this is why I love this channel so much. This is what I believe, and we still believe that this beautiful channel in which you can empower women, you can empower men, you can empower people to be the best version of themselves is the best channel there is. Because I saw it myself. I told the story like I had the opportunity to be around both my parents doing Tupperware, see how they came out of poverty into giving us a great life through direct sales without any formal education, without any previous experience, and how I've seen this during the last 25 years managing direct sales companies, and how I see this changes people. But then I've seen a lot of people. I've seen a lot of millionaires. I've seen a lot of people that became millionaires besides my own family. Yeah, you have to be a little crazy. You have to have that crazy eye that people is like, what's wrong with you? And I remember being a teenager or being a kid, I have to admit I was a little bit embarrassed when my mom came to school because she was crazy and trying to recruit and book parties on everybody. But that's obsession, right? That's obsession.
He's asking his reps to be like that. He's saying his mom was crazy and he didn't want her to come to his school because she was always wanting to recruit people or always wanting to sell the product that she was selling. He said Tupperware, which I actually didn't know that. He's asking his reps to do the same thing. He literally said, if you're not going into Starbucks and thinking about hair, thinking about skincare, thinking about possible recruits or potentials, you're not obsessed enough. And can we touch base on being obsessed with the company you're in not being normal? I understand he's speaking that and making it seem like it's such a normal thing, and it's not. I instantly put myself back into where I am in a corporate position in a company that I love and that I'm not leaving. Am I obsessed with the company? No. It's a business I work for. I want to be a good face for the company. I work hard for the company. Am I obsessed with it? No. Am I constantly thinking about it? No. It's a job. It will be there before me. It will be there after me. We don't need to be obsessed with our jobs. Can we not normalize that? Because that's weird.
And that what makes a difference. And when we're talking about the chair, it's because you need to bring people into the chair. But the point is you need to get people to listen to you. Because yeah, I mean, we have amazing super sellers. We promote being a super seller. The power of social media, the power of promoting. We have incredible numbers on PV. But if you really want to change your life, you need somebody else in your team. You need people in your team. And how are you going to get people in your team? You need to get them into a share to listen to you. Now you can do it online. You can do it through Zoom. But if you can get them in person, boom, it's way more powerful. Anyway, obsessed with chairs. What else did we learn? Sense of urgency, right? He said the importance of having a shot clock, right? Like if you're going into a game, shot clock. And we've been talking about this for the last year. Then the things that happens at admonitions, I mean at month end, I'm thinking monation, at month end, the magic that happens at month end, or the magic that happens when a promotion ends, it's incredible. Like the numbers, we see company wide, the numbers will triple or quadruple in a day, in such a day, in every KPI. Why? Because that is when you get the sense of urgency. Imagine treating every day or most days as month end and cascading that sense of urgency all the time. Imagine what you could do.
I know I'm stopping it a lot. If you are not an ex-MLMer, you are not going to understand what month end even is. Let me give you a little insight. So when you are in an MLM, your numbers start over every single month. That means that all the hard work you did, all the sales you made, all the recruits that you, oh my fucking God, you almost ate. Who is that? Ashland. Ashlyn Matthew, you almost knocked that over. Oh, he winked at me. Oh my goodness. Okay. When you are in a multi-level marketing company, you start over every single month. So that means that all the sales you made, all the recruits that you got onto your team, all your personal volume for your team starts over on the first of the month. So in order to hit your goals, in order to hit your rank, you have to push so hard at the end of the month. You are cold calling, you are cold messaging, you're following up on leads, you're pushing your team. There is crazy momentum that you see at the end of the month because everyone is so ridiculously desperate to hit the ranks that they want to achieve. They are willing to do damn near everything. I have seen people buy product. I have seen people buy downlines product in order to hit group volume. I have seen it all. And it's so stressful. My past company I was with, you would be up until 2 a.m. because the company is based out of Idaho. So I am an East Coast girly. That means that I had 2 hours ahead of everyone else. So at 2 a.m. I was working till to make sure I put those numbers in, to make sure I had customers in the system so that I could hit my rank every single month. And that is what he's talking about. He's talking about this ridiculous momentum that everybody hits towards the end of the month because they want to maintain their rank and they're willing to do absolutely anything to do that.
In just 1 month. It could be incredible. It could be incredible. So talk about that, talk about prospecting, filling your funnel, being excited, even when one person is listening to you, because you never know. You never know when that person maybe got tired of her job. Maybe that one person had that day in which she took a decision to try something. And that is the day that she listened to one of your posts or stories, or somebody referred her to you, but you have to be out there talking about it every single day. Sometimes it's weird to see people that says, I do network marketing, but I don't actually network with anybody. Or because I'm shy, but that's where the comfort zone thing comes, right? You have to be outside the comfort zone. Everything lives outside your comfort zone. Everything. So anybody that tells you the opposite hasn't seen success. Listen to those who has been successful. And then we did the course this weekend. What a beautiful thing to see. The no gatekeeping in this community. Like we saw thank you to all the presenters. Thank you to the presenters yesterday that trained about VIPs. They don't have to. Emily came with a whole PowerPoint presentation prepared for the whole community. Not everybody's on her team, but she doesn't care. She just wants everybody to succeed. What a beautiful thing to see this in the Monet community, which maybe I'm biased, maybe I don't have perspective, but I know that a lot of people that has been in other communities say, I never seen anything like this. I have never seen a company, a community in which everybody shares like this with no gatekeeping. So you have,
other than absolutely every single MLM that ever existed before you and will exist after you, there are Zooms like this a dime a dozen in every single MLM you could ever be in. There are a bajillion of these Zooms available on Instagram, available on Facebook, available on YouTube, of any other company that you could pull out of a hat doing the exact same shit. There's literally no difference at all. They're all doing the exact same thing. And that's the biggest pet peeve I have with multi-level marketing companies is they all claim that they have something completely different than the next person who has the exact same effing thing. Same brainwashing, same jargon, same keywords, same mindset training. It's all the same. It's all exactly the same. No one's teaching you how to use social media. No one's actually teaching you about the products. No one is teaching you how to run a small business. They are all teaching you about mindset so that you can recruit people into the business.
You have the secrets, you have the incentive, you have the community support. We have everything. We just need to keep talking to people. It's very simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. It's consistency, right? Going back to consistency. So anyway, January have unleashed a lot of things. We couldn't be happier to start the year with Social Bank. It was a little slow the first week or two. It was okay, but at the end, what a traction! And then we kick off February, and look at this: February, in just 2 days, month over month, right? Comparing month over month, we're up 161% in enrollments, and we're up 82% in VIP enrollments globally. Some markets are outstanding, doing incredible. Australia and Canada, these first 2 days of the month. By the way, last month, I have to do, maybe we don't have a lot of people from France. I'm sure they're sleeping. But France, oh my God, incredible. I think they're really getting ready for Belgium. That pre-launch starts next month. So France was incredible. But globally, first 2 days of February, 161%, 82% up in VIPs, 161% in market partners. And we are something like 30% already up in revenue. So keep that going. Keep that going. February is a short month, right? 28 days. So you're losing 3 days. So you have to go strong since day one. This is even my advice. And I'm glad to see that people has listened to it. I know all of you, you're all amazing. And I was super happy when I saw that you made it. February, we have some special incentives. I'm sure you saw in the kickoff email, but let's remember, we have Power Start Restart is the last month if you're in the restart period. Once again, if not, great to go to your prospect and say, this is how much you can get during your Power Start period. But this is the last month if you're in the restart period. And what else? We have the product pack coupons. That's $150 when somebody enrolls. So it goes on to the 15th. Sense of urgency, so we can offer it to prospects. And we have the Perfect 10 perfect bag for those that are planning. And I'm sure there are a lot to qualify for Perfect 10 in the month of February. So we have
The reason they have all of these incentives when enrolling is because the products do not speak for themselves. The compensation plan is completely difficult to understand if you are not familiar with how multi-level marketing compensation plans work. So it's hard to explain to somebody coming from the outside. So all you can offer them is this glitz and glam of these new products, these bundles, these savings, because that is all you have to offer, plus extra incentives. They're trying to get people to enroll. It's not about the products. It's not about saving people's hair. It's not about helping people. It's about recruiting people.
Listen, one thing I see again and again is that there is nothing like get inspired but stories of success. And we get inspired by stories of people that have gone all the way to director. But how about those that are achieving fast success? What are they doing right now? Right now, man, time changes. What's working? Even me, like, okay, we're in 2025. It's January. The world changes. What's working? What's working for you? How are you doing it? How are you making this happen? So we invited 3 rising stars today that are having an incredible momentum in very short time with emanations. So we invited 3 amazing people. One of them, I actually saw her speaking in New York, and I said, I want her in a call because she's amazing. But we want to start with Adriana Hoplin. She's a 20-year-old college dropout. She used to be an insurance agent before coming to Monat. Her main goal is to change other women's lives through products and opportunities. So, Adriana, how is it?
Hello, Ray.
Hello. So tell us about you. Tell us what you're doing. Just share away.
Why is it so dark in her background? Is she in Ray's basement? Does he have this girl held hostage in his basement? Is that why it's so dark? I'm afraid for her.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me tonight. I just want to say thank you to Ray, Corey, and Janet for inviting me to the call. And thank you to everyone who showed up. The first thing I want to say is I am not a huge public speaker, so please bear with me, but this was an opportunity for me to get better, so that's why I'm doing this. Okay, like he just stated, I am a 20-year-old. I'm originally from Kansas, and before Monat, I was completely stretched thin. I was working multiple odd-and-end jobs alongside being a full-time insurance agent. I was working as a coffee barista. I was doing DoorDash. I was modeling, all of the things that you can think of. I have probably done it. And to be honest, when I came across Monat, I saw the vision, but I was like, is this for me? Do I have the time? Because my schedule was already completely full. Like, I questioned if I had the time, and I knew that I sure as heck did not have the money to get started. I'm so sorry. Please bear with me. I did not have the money to get started. I had a credit card though. And although I had $8,000 worth of credit card debt, like I said, I saw the vision and I was like, I need to try this for myself because I know I can do this. So I started Monat. The reason I did was because I didn't have the time, I didn't have the money, and I saw that the idea of a flexible opportunity could fit into the nooks and crannies of what I was already doing. I wasn't looking for a lot of income at first, but I wanted money to pay the bills and stuff like that. So I saw the potential and realized that this would be the perfect fit. I had been watching a friend of mine on social media for a while, probably like 6 weeks before I finally reached out to her and asked like what this was. I was totally skeptical. And I jumped right in. So I asked her, I was like, what can I get for $450? So for me, I want to talk about where I'm finding the most of my success because I get the question all the time, like what are you doing? How are you building your team? And what's working for you? So for me, I know that we should focus on both sales and recruiting, but for me, it's always been easier to build a team of women who are ready to step into something new and maybe get out of their current situation. So although I enjoy sharing the products because they do work, I just find a passion in helping others build businesses and create wealth for themselves. The reason I said yes and continue to say yes is because I've done a lot of different jobs and I've owned even a couple of my own businesses. But there's something about Monat that just clicked for me from the very beginning. I knew when I said yes to this that I wasn't just here to sell products, I was here to change lives. So when people ask for advice on building a team, I always tell them, you have to be a real person to the people that you're talking to. When I talk to someone about the opportunity, I always say, I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm here to share with you something that has changed my life and something that I believe can change yours. If you think that this is a good fit for you, I would love to make that happen for you, you know? So I will say it hasn't always been easy for me. I moved to Florida just 2 weeks after starting Monat, and I've dealt with 2 hurricanes. I've dealt with 2 moves. I've dealt with family challenges, so many ups and downs. I've had partners quit. Believe it or not, most of my partners have quit. I've had VIPs cancel their orders, you name it. I've been through it all. But I've realized that this is not a job. This is a business, and businesses have very high points and they have very low points as well. But you have to be willing to ride out both to build something meaningful. So I did join for the money, but I'm staying for the community. The women I have met through this business have become literal sisters to me. When I joined this business, I wasn't expecting to find such a supportive, powerful group, but I did. And that's one of the most unexpected and rewarding parts of this journey. Another huge shift for me was when I found Monat, I also started trusting God more. I knew that, or I learned that I put him first. I've learned to put him first. Sorry, guys, I'm reading off a script. I've learned to put him first in everything that I do and trust that when things get hard, such as when a partner quits or a VIP sends their package back, I've given it all to God, which has given me the peace of mind and helped me approach this business with the right mindset. One of the best perks of this business is the travel opportunity as well. I have been on 5 trips now, and I just earned my fully inclusive Punta Cana trip. So excited for that. This is something I could have never done with my old job. I didn't have PTO. I didn't have the time to take, let alone the money to travel. And so the most fulfilling impact on this business has had on me is what it has done for the people along the way. I've seen women move cross country just like myself. I've seen moms come home to their babies. I've helped college students pay for their school without going into debt. This isn't about me anymore, guys. This is about helping others change their lives too. Looking back over the last 6 months of being a part of the Monat dream, I cannot believe how much this business has had an impact on myself, as well as how much my life has changed in such a short amount of time. I'm debt-free. I'm surrounded by a community of incredible women and more blessed than I have ever been. This is where I want to be, and this is where I will forever be. One thing I didn't put in this was that you guys, you have to attract the person, or you will attract the person that you are. So when it comes to recruiting, like being, again, a person to people, but also like, are you showing up every day? Are you showing up for your business? Are you going through the training? Are you regularly onboarding yourself? These are things that you have to do to keep yourself on track with training your new market partners. And yeah, so anyway, thank you so much again for letting me share tonight. I hope that this helps you see that no matter where you're starting from, wherever you're at in life, if this can change my life, it can absolutely change yours too. So just keep grinding, ladies.
Well, I love your authenticity.
I didn't want to interrupt her. I wanted us to watch her full speech and then I was going to give my input on it. First things first, why, oh why, would you advocate in a country that has the highest consumer debt, advocate to go into more debt for a multi-level marketing company? She admitted herself she was $8,000 in credit card debt, and she thought that because she didn't have the time and didn't have the money, that it was the perfect opportunity to then start a multi-level marketing business. What? That does not make any sense at all to me. Second thing, I'm gonna call BS on her helping people pay for college and creating stay-at-home moms, because statistically speaking, based off of Monat's numbers themselves, 96% of the company on average makes $0 a year. And then median is $6 gross. So I want her, as beautiful and as smart and as capable as she probably is, to explain to me how $6 is going to pay for somebody's college and pay for someone to quit their job so that they can stay home with their kids. I'm not a mathematician, but that does not add up. Something's not adding up. Not adding up.
I'm sure that's why you get to so many people. Wow, you speak so wisely for a 20-year-old. Incredible. What's your goal? Tell us, you wanna share your goal with this group of
The group of women that I'm building now? Absolutely. So last month was almost like a relaunch phase for me because of everything that I've been going through over the last 6 months with moving and all of that stuff. But I am incredibly blessed to have attracted or found the women that truly want to build a business, not just earn a check. They also have the vision of changing lives. And I think that sheds from myself. I don't preach it, but like I talk about it all the time. Like I'm like, guys, I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm literally here. Like, what is your goal? Tell me your goal. I'll help you map it out. And so when it comes to team building, we're always constantly, like I have girls on the phone with me all day, every day, whether it's Sunday or it's a Wednesday. I am constantly on the phone with my girls because if I wasn't, guys, they feel lost. They're like, I don't know what's the next step. So you have to guide them until they're able to guide themselves, truly.
Is the time freedom that they speak about in the room with us now? Because it doesn't sound like it is. Being on the phone on Sunday, being on the phone on Wednesday, babysitting your team until they can function on their own does not sound like time freedom in any way, shape, or form. And of course, you're not selling anything to anybody. Your products are and nobody wants them. You're selling a dream. You're selling a promise that somebody can replace their income with what they're making now and be able to stay home with their kids. You're promising that someone can pay for their college when they can't, statistically speaking. So no, baby, no.
Thank you. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you so much again for having me.
Thank you. And next we have, like I said, Indiana. I saw you, Indiana, in New York, and you were incredible. So Indiana is originally from the Dominican Republic, She has been in the US for the past 16 years, between New York, 13 years, and Miami, 3 years. She's been with Monat, I couldn't believe it, for 5 months now only. And she's already have achieved perfect 10. She's an MMB. In January alone, she hit 20 VIPs and 11 market partners, which is incredible. Her goal is to hit market mentor before June and continue on her path to visionary founder. With her ultimate goal, and I'm sure you'll achieve this, on driving a Cadillac. So Indiana, it was great seeing you in New York. I want you to share some of the goodness that you share about what Monet and what you do.
Hi. I am very excited to be here. Like her, I would say this is going to be a challenge for me because I'm new. So I'm not used to talking to so many people. So this is very like scary to me. But I'm happy that it's going to be me to be like you that can talk in front of everybody and be just relaxed. And this is how I want to be. Well, my name is Indiana Evans. I am a mom of 2 boys and I'm an influencer and I have a fitness line of clothing for the gym. Monat came to me 5 months ago when my friend for third time or maybe fourth time introduced me to this business and I always deny. But that day, that's why I always say, don't stop sharing this business to your friends, to your followers, because you never know if that day they were praying for a change in their lives. And that would be what I was going through that day. Like that day, I was going through such a bad day with a friend. So when she talked to me about this business and the community, I was like, this is what I need in my life. So I don't want to get emotional.
I'm trying not to roll my eyes. I apologize. She's getting emotional and it's making me uncomfy. But I just want to take this opportunity to emphasize not everyone who gets sucked into a multi-level marketing business, company, whatever you want to call it, is in it for the money. You see that the blonde girl, she was in it for the money. She needed to get out of credit card debt. She even said herself she started with Monat because she wanted to make an income. But this girl here is an influencer. If she is actually one, I'm just going to let her have that. So she says she's an influencer. She says she has a successful clothing line. She's not looking to make an income here. She's looking for the community. So somebody targeted her. They could see pressure points that they could take advantage of. So it wasn't income. She didn't need additional income. She needed a community. Someone recognized that. They played into that and they sucked her in.
This is what I want in my life because I had a community, but my community was like mainly of my outfits or how did I look. It was never about like, oh, help me or help me to grow, help me to make money. So to me, it was so cool what she was doing and she was an inspiration to me. So I choose Monet because of the community and I thought that I didn't need it because I had money from my other business, but then I saw how I could help others. And I love showing people how to take care of themselves. And with my experience in social media, I said, I can grow this business. And Mona has helped me in so many ways because I never was like a team person because I never had to work with nobody. I always worked by myself. But since I started, I've really taken the time to learn about the products and how they can help me and others. And I wanted to be an expert. Like I was reading every night to be an expert because I wanted people to feel the difference in me. And I started to gain confidence because I felt like an expert and they were seeing me like that. And I understand that my hair is my business and I take care of my hair like my life depends on it. Like, for example, I can skip the gym, but I will never skip my serum or mask days because I know that if my hair looks good, everybody will want to work with me or buy my products. So I believe that sharing my journey is key because I show my real life. Even in tough days when I didn't look my best, that helped me to connect with people. They feel like they're my friends and that builds trust. They want to buy from someone they know and believe in. And I always talking about social media because I feel to be successful, you need clients. And if you have social media, they all your clients. You can sell ice to them and they will buy it. If you don't have social media, you will have just your friends, families, and coworkers. So I feel that it's a big, 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 big amount of people that you never thought that they could be your partners or clients, and they're watching you, seeing your process. But I know some of you are scared of social media, but you guys never think about the people that is watching you. The people that is watching you is people like you with me with problems, and they just want to have a good laugh or even learn from you. So that's what you should do. Like I explain to all my girls that being in social media, you can help so many people. And that's what I'm doing. And I feel the girls feel it. And that's why they want to be in my team, because I'm always sharing what I don't feel happy about, even though people think social media is to show the pretty things, but I show when I don't feel good about something, and they tell me, yeah, I don't feel good about that either. So they connect with me. So anything that I say, they feel that they're talking to their friend. So what I will say that helped me, it has to be the results on my skin and my hair. I'm obsessed with it. And I wish you guys understand the power of taking care of yourself. People will feel it and will want to be part of something that is fun, that they will learn, that they will change their life. And I always tell my girls, like, let's not show so many bottles, because they don't know what is IR clinical. They just know how your hair looks. And if you don't pay attention to your hair because you're just worried about VIPs, about market partners, they would not understand market partners or VIP. They understand that your hair is not where they want their hair to be. So I be like obsessed with my hair after I start this company. And I start with my hair over here. And now my hair is long in 5 months. And it's just because I'm being obsessed. And I wish that all my girls can start seeing the results and understanding that it's not just Instagram, that it's not just the followers, it's just being very consistent.
I'm sorry. Hair doesn't grow that fast in any circumstance. 5 months, 5 months, and it's no, I'm sorry. That's a no for me. When are they going to talk about the products? Are we noticing this? Are we noticing that this is a corporate call and we're not being shown how to display the products? We're not being shown how to talk about the products. We're not being told about how to explain the ingredients, how to use them. We are only learning how to recruit. We are only learning how to be relatable to people so that they will want to join our team. Doesn't have anything to do with products. Nothing to do with products. Remember that. They don't make money off the products. They make money off of recruits. That is how they make a sustainable income. That is how they make the passive income, is based off the recruits that are under them, not the products.
Well, that's perfect. Thank you for sharing that. I mean, I think everybody in the call can see your heart and how you're doing this with obsession, but with your heart and focusing on people. I love that you said, I was used to doing by myself, but now doing it with others and for others, it's changing everything. I can see you, and I can see you driving a Cadillac, and I can see you being a director very soon.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm very excited to be in this company, and thank you for the Monat to give me something that I didn't know I needed it.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing, Diana. Now we have, lastly, we have Haley McDonough. And Haley just became MM. Had the opportunity also to celebrate her in Indiana. A little bit about Haley. Well, now I saw somewhere that they call her Haley Hurricane McDonough.
Yeah, Hurricane.
She's born, raised, and still living in the same small town. She's a mom of 3 and a nurse by trade. Originally wanted to be a cosmetologist, but her dad told her no. She hit MMB her first month of joining with 44 VIPs and 9 market partners. AMM her second month with 21 VIPs and 9 market partners. And then hit Market Mentor in her 4th month this January with 22 VIPs again and 10 new market partners. And like I said, and one thing that impresses me is that she does it from a very small town. She does it all. So Haley, share away.
Okay. So, I mean, just like everybody else, I'm so excited to be here and get to just share a little bit about my story. So, as Ray said, I'm a mom of three boys, 5 and under. So, if you're in the same stage of life as me, bless you. I'm a wife. I have lived in the same small town. I always say born, raised, and stuck here. There's 2,000 of us, and I think like 1,500 of us are over the age of 80. So, there's not a whole lot happening here. I'm a nurse by trade, but I actually walked away from bedside nursing about 3 years ago just to pursue network marketing. I was already in network marketing. And September 30th, we got an email saying that that business was swept away. My team was gone, my customers were taken, my income was gone, and everything was just up in the air of we didn't know what was happening. But I knew exactly where I wanted to go. As I got the email basically saying bye, I messaged Amy Rickabaugh is who I signed up with, and I messaged her right away, and I just said like, hi, I'm here, I'm ready to do this, I'm going all in. I had been a VIP customer for 2 months. I chopped my hair, got so mad, wanted it to grow, saw one of her reels, and instantly was like, give me whatever to make this hair grow back.
If my math is mathing, I'm going to bet she's probably an ex-Beachbody hun, because if this was February, January, December, November, October, so that puts us about the time that they announced that Beachbody was going only affiliate. I'm assuming that's probably where she came from.
I was obsessed with the products. The first time I used them, I literally got out of the shower. I was still dripping wet, but I wrapped up in a towel and I voice messaged Amy and I said, oh my gosh, like I wish I could sell this stuff with you. Like this is so good. But my hands were tied with my other network marketing company, but I stalked really hard. It was right at the time Monations was happening, and I saw Amy was speaking on the stage, and there were statistics that I heard that I just can't unhear about the millionaires and about the fastest growing network marketing company. And I'm like, what are these shampoo girls doing? I had actually referred a couple friends to Amy in the meantime, saying like, you guys are always complaining about your hair. Sign up with this girl. She's got what she got what you need. And I was messaging them. I'm like, are you guys all watching this? Like, this looks fun. I want to be a part of this. I don't know what's happening there. I can pick out Amy out of the crowd and that's it, but I want to be a part of this. So I knew that that's exactly where I wanted to go, and I almost felt like this sense of relief because I got to go there with like not quitting what I was originally doing, and I just got to flow right into this. But I signed up right away, but I stayed quiet on social media, and I want to just kind of transition over into how I saw quick success, and I think it's because I stayed quiet on social media for a couple days, and I took in as much as I possibly could while navigating my team, their questions, and what are we doing in all of these areas. I teased on my social media. That's all I did for like 3 or 4 days. I just teased on my social media. Like I just pushed submit on the new era loading, or, I couldn't be more excited for my next venture. And I invited everybody to a Zoom call. And that is where they got to hear more. They got to listen in and see what I was up to. I stayed quiet. I didn't tell anybody. I didn't even tell my mom. And I definitely did not tell my dad, who told me that I couldn't do hair when I was in school. And I had Amy on that Zoom call as well, because I didn't know really anything about Monat. I didn't know Monat. I didn't know. She was saying stuff about up to the European standards. I'm like, I don't know any of that. All I know is I love these products. They work. There's proof that they work. If you just open your eyes, look at the transformations. And I knew, and then after seeing Monations, I had full belief in this business.
I don't know why that's a flex. Why is it a flex that you do not know absolutely anything about the company you are now representing? And that's why I have such a hard time when you see these Facebook Lives, Zooms, whatever, and these reps claim like, oh, I interviewed corporate, I asked all these questions, it hit all my boxes. In my experience, and I've said this before, 99.9% of the time, they didn't research. Okay, they didn't. And that's my personal opinion, and that's my personal experience. They didn't research anything. They didn't ask any questions. They didn't talk to corporate. They were just told the right things by the right person at the right time. They were manipulated in the right way. They heard what they wanted to hear. The dream that they're trying to achieve happened to fit what that person's narrative was offering, and that is why they got into that company. She literally just admitted it herself. She didn't know anything about the product. She didn't know anything about the company. She had to have her upline on the Zoom because she didn't know anything, which means she didn't ask the questions. She didn't do the research. She didn't know about the compensation plan. She didn't know where the company originated from. She didn't know who the CEOs were. She didn't know where the freaking products were coming from, or what the standard was, or what the ingredients were. So why would you even trust somebody who is promoting these products when they don't know anything? It's not about the products. It's about recruiting. It's just about recruiting.
And so I had her there as backup, but then that's where I shared my story. That's where I officially launched my business, where I launched what I was doing. And I think that, making a post on social media saying that you're starting Monat and you're so excited about the journey, like that's great. But how many people take the whole time to like read that full story, right? I did this on Zoom. I got to share my heart. I got to share my story. They got to hear my why. They got to hear that I wanted to do hair when I was in school so they could piece that together. They wanted to, they got to hear that I told Amy 2 months prior that I wanted to sell this with her, and they knew that they could piece that together too and know that I wasn't just switching just to make another buck or just jumping to conclusions that like, this is just the next thing or other people are going there or whatever. And they just got to understand.
I'm sorry. I feel like I'm beating up on this girl and I feel really bad a little bit. She admitted that her other company was closing down and that's why she went to Monat. Were you interested in Monat because your other company was going affiliate, or were you interested in the products before? Because I'm confused, because you said your company was shutting down and then you reached out. That doesn't make any sense.
What was happening and where I was headed. And you guys, I have been now for 7.5 years growing a network marketing company or a network marketing business for myself. And I have never had so many people on a Zoom before. People are nosy. That first night I got my first VIP. The call was at like 8 o'clock at night and I got my first VIP that night. And the next day I got like 10. The next day I got like 15. The next day I got 15 more. And then I showcased that. I showcased that with reels, like of all the emails, like boom, 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 boom. And that got more heads turning, more people like, what is she doing? Like she was just with this other company. Now she's switching over here and she's seeing success so fast. People were attracted to that. And I had the limiting beliefs of who would buy from me. I'm just going to be the shampoo girl now. Like, what will people think? How am I going to tell my dad? But I just did it anyways. And we just have to remember to not count out anybody. Anyone can do this business if they just put their head down and work. And we just have to remember to talk to people like that. When people come to us with objections, we have to remember that we need to share that anybody can do this. Okay. I want to share one thing that Ray shared in Indy. I have one hairstylist on my team. Okay. She's incredible. She's changed over her whole salon to Monat and it's working out magically just how we had hoped it would for her. One person on my team does hair that it would make sense, right? That they are selling shampoo. The rest of us are stay-at-home moms, nurses, teachers, office jobs, what have you. We've got it on our team. And we have sold since October $128,000 worth of shampoo in 4 months. That doesn't make sense. And we just have to remind people that anybody can do this business. You don't have to go to school for it. You don't have to be a licensed hair person or whatever. Like anyone can do this business. Everybody is your target audience. And this has just been an incredible journey and it's so much fun thriving with a team and being a part of something that truly just feels like family. So
Thank you, Haley. And we are blessed to have you in the community because
thank you.
what you're doing with excitement, you're doing in a genuine, authentic way. And a couple of things that you said that I think it's important for all of us here in this call is all you knew is that you wanted to be part of Monat because those shampoo girls are having fun. And I always tell people, have fun. I mean, you have to work hard, but you have to have fun. Right? Nobody want to be part of somebody who's miserable. Nobody's going to follow somebody who is having a very miserable time. Enjoy yourself. Have fun. Be shiny. And I think that's part of that. And then you said, I don't know anything about shampoo, but all I know is I love the product. And that's all I tell people. So all you have to know is keep it simple. And if the post work for you, work with the before and afters, or if not, look for third-party validation with hundreds and hundreds. Can you believe the number of before and afters that we have on social media? These are incredible. And then be proud of the product. And then start with your why. Keep going with your why. Listen, I'm sure you're gonna do great things, and you're also gonna be a director. I'm already texting my team. All three of you have to be directors this year. You have to be there, and you will get there. So we'll do anything we can to support you. Thank you, all of you, for sharing tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you, Haley. So to close the call, we have a couple of things. We did the challenge. I hope you guys enjoyed the blitz that we did in Saturday and Sunday. It's about going out there and having conversations, right? And getting into momentum. Momentum is a beautiful thing. So we did for 48 hours.
That's pretty much the end of the call. No products were mentioned. No ingredients were discussed. No conversation about how to explain how to use the product, how to explain the product at all in general. We only talked about recruiting. We only talked about building a team. We only talked about being relatable to people so that they will want to come to you, so they will want to work with you. Why? Because in a multi-level marketing company, you really only make money if you recruit people under you. There has to be people under you selling product in order for you to make an income. And as I always do, let's take a look at the Monat income disclosure statement so that we can just get a feel for what this company has to offer. I never want to leave you guys guessing or wondering about numbers when it comes to a company. I like having the facts. I like giving you guys statistics, and especially offering the income disclosure statement, because I feel like reps purposely don't disclose this information because it makes them look bad. So, market partners make up 91% of the company. Average annual gross earnings for that position is $114. So, annual is yearly. If you want to stay active within Monat, you have to have 200 PV points. Usually that translates closely to dollar amounts, so we're just going to say $200 just to make it easier for all of our brains. So $200 a month has to be spent either by you, usually on an auto ship program, and that is what most of the reps are doing, or they're risking it all and relying on personal sales of 200 points every single month in order to maintain rank. I can almost guarantee you they are on an auto ship program that is exactly 200 PV so that they can keep qualifying. 200 times 12 months is $2,400. That means on average, a Monat rep is spending $2,400 a year in order to stay active, and 91% of them are only making back $114. Managing market partner makes up 4% of the company. Annually, they make around $1,300. Associate market builder makes up 1% of the company. Annually, they make around $2,600. Market builder makes up 1.1% of the company. They make around $5,000 annually on average. Managing market builder is 0.87% of the company, and they on average make about $10,000 a year. Associate market mentor, 0.3%, market mentor, 0.2%, managing market mentor, 0.07%, associate executive director, 0.03%, executive director, 0.01%, senior executive director, 0.01%. So they were going on and on about how these girls that spoke tonight wanted to hit director. So I'm assuming that means associate executive director. On average, they make about $264,000 a year annually, but 0.07% of the company is minuscule and so unachievable. They have cherry picked these girls to make it seem like what they're doing is 1,000% achievable when it is not. 2 of them had already existing social media accounts that were probably pretty extensive. The first girl didn't really go into detail on her social media, but I'm assuming she probably had a pretty big network. And the other 2, the second one had a big network already. She said she was an influencer. The third one was already with what we're assuming Beachbody. So she's already familiar with network marketing. She already knows what she needs to do in order to rope people in. She is not the average. She's not the norm. 91% of the company is the norm, and that's $114 a year. So that's going to be a no for me, Monat. I'm unimpressed with your car bonus. I'm unimpressed with your free trip. I would appreciate if we would stop manipulating people and make them feel like this dream is completely achievable when it's not. Take the money, invest it in stocks, invest it in S&P. You're more likely to get a return on that than you are to get a return in a multi-level marketing company, okay? Thank you guys for tuning in to today's video. I appreciate you guys so much. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you do so desire. Also, leave a comment. Let me know how your week is going. Let me know what company you want me to deep dive next. I am due for a deep dive and I need to get one in my books. So drop some companies below that you want to learn more about, that you are curious about, that seem fishy, and I'll do my best and do my due diligence and see if I can find all the information on those. Make sure to utilize my email in the description below. You can send me videos like this. You can send me posts, screenshots, anything you want me to give commentary on. I love looking through y'all's emails. I love getting stuff from you guys, and you guys find the best stuff. I'm like, get so excited about it. Because you know how social media is like, you kind of get stuck in like your own little bubble of your social media. Your algorithm is like very curated. And so I love getting your guys' content from your social media because it's not stuff that I've seen before. And so definitely make sure you guys keep sending me that stuff. I cannot make these videos without the content that you guys send me. And of course, a reminder, you are worth more than the kickback your upline's gonna get for recruiting you. Thanks, guys.